Hello everyone, I am Left, and welcome back to a brand new Vainglory video today on my channel. And we are going to be playing some more rank today in the Pinnacle of Awesome Silver tier range. And today we are going to be playing some Alpha. You guys might not even know that I'm pretty good at Alpha. You guys might not have even seen me play it. I've only ever played her in my last video, and that was Battle Royale. But in this game, we are going to be playing some Alpha, and I do see that they pick a Vox, and that's why I picked Alpha. Vox or Alpha counters Vox because you might see like some melee heroes have some melee heroes like Cruel, Glaive. If you're not perfect with Afterburn, Jewel, Arona. They have trouble sticking to Vox because of Sonic Zoom. Well, that's no problem for Alpha because she can literally close the gap every 2 seconds with Core Charge. So that's why I picked Alpha in this game today, and I think you're going to see it work out pretty well. I was happy with the game, and it was a pretty nice victory with Alpha. So also a really crazy game, so hopefully it's going to be pretty entertaining for you guys. And since we are on the topic of Alpha, I did kind of want to, well actually, before I get into that, I did kind of want to like share my Alpha build with you guys. If you guys live under a rock and don't know like the standard good build for Alpha, like you know how like the good build right now for Ringo is Sorablade, Bonesaw, Tyrant's Monocle, or something like that. For Alpha, that build is Aftershock, Broken Myth, Alternating Current. That's just kind of like the good build for Alpha right now. That's what I'm seeing all of the pros run. It's what works for me. And basically Alpha is a lot better early game now because they took away the % health damage per second off of Core Charge. So it does do less damage, but you do not kill yourself in the jungle anymore. Like if your support was helping you in the jungle and he was taking all the hits, you would still be like half dead out of the jungle. So it's just really good. They nerfed that health per second damage on Core Charge. So we're gonna be level 1 here, going through our first rotation. We are facing a Black Feather in the jungle, so we don't have to worry about a ton of invades, I don't think. So I do level up Core Charge first. When Alpha had just come out, I was leveling up Prime Directive first because Core Charge hurt me so badly to use, and we are actually going to take a fight here. Arden is really low, like off the beginning, so I'm going to be going after him. He is going to be escaping though, somewhat, and I'm just going to turn on Black Feather. And we are going to get the kill on him with basic attack because Finn was hitting his Quibble pretty well. So that is going to be the first kill going over to my team, and that is going to be us just going back onto the next rotation. So I have been like floating around in POA Silver now for a week or so, and I gotta say I'm pretty impressed with the matchmaking. I know a lot of people aren't, but I'm not like having a ton of games where my teammates are clueless, awful. Like I'm having games with questionable teammates, but none where like the support isn't building support, or the guy says he's building weapon and just builds crystal. Nothing really like that so far, and that I'm thankful for. It's been so long since I've had like a streak like that. I know like I see odds tweeting on Twitter because that's where you tweet. But like he's saying like, is it normal for me to get hotnish players on my team in POA Silver and Gold? Like, wow, I'm really glad I don't have to deal with that, like whatever he's dealing with. So we are going to be picking up the kill on Arden there, and I'm going to come right back over the wall and burst Black Feather down. I knew I had all of my stacks up on Prime Directive, and then we are going to go into Reboot. So that was a perfect play by me right there, to be honest. I knew that I had all my Core Charge stacks, so Prime Directive was fixing to do a ton of damage. So gonna pick up the Chronograph here, moving towards Aftershock, and we're gonna go right back down to farming our jungle with Finn, our support. So he is going to quibble those minions to help me with my clear speed, Fox is there, but I just can't be bothered. I'm just farming, so I just let Finn get the kill. So level 4 now. We're already 3-0, which is really good. I wasn't actually expecting to do this well on Alpha. I rarely play Alpha, actually. I said that I was pretty good at her in the beginning of the video, but I only said that because I did really good in this game. So 4-1 in the kills, and I guess now would be a good time to get into, like, what I wanted to talk about in this video. So what I kind of wanted to talk about in light of Alpha is the philosophical zombie. Now, a lot of you guys might not know what that is. So let me tell you guys, like, a bit about how I even got this idea. I was combing through, like, my subscription feed, and I subscribed to a guy named Drifter. He does, like, Call of Duty type videos, and he's currently doing a series called The History of Call of Duty. And he's doing that series with a guy called Ragnarok, or Ragnar, or something like that. And I went to check out his channel, and he has this really cool video about a game called Soma, where he talks about philosophical zombies and how they, like, work in that game. So that just, like, totally interests me. I did a bunch of research. All that stuff just sounds really cool to me, so I just kind of wanted to, like, talk to you guys about philosophical zombies in this video today, since Alpha could technically be described as one. So basically what a philosophical zombie is it's you, except it's not you. Like, think of, like, a direct copy of yourself that thinks that it's you, but only you know that it's actually not you. So, like, just think of a copy of yourself, and yeah, so just think of a copy of yourself, but it's really just not you. But how do you know? The catch is, how do you know that you're not the philosophical zombie just thinking that you're real? Like, that's the catch is, neither one of you knows whether you're real or not, and that's the thing that kind of goes on in Soma. Like, the premise of Soma as a game, it's a PC game, it's like a survival horror game. It's by the same people that made Amnesia, The Dark Descent, if you know what that is. So essentially what happens in Soma is you're a guy who has this sort of rare brain disorder, and you don't have very long to live. So you volunteer for this experimental scan of your brain that a bunch of college students are doing for, like, a project or like a thesis or something in healthcare or something. So you go into this place, and it's really shady. It's not a medical lab. They just have, like, this ragtag bunch of equipment set up. There's a chair with a headset on it, and he just tells you, get in and do the scan. So you do it. You put on this headset, you can't see anything, everything's going white, and the game just goes black after it goes white, of course. But after that, you wake up, you take off the headset, and the world is gone. You're in, like, this, it's crazy. You are sort of, where are you? You're, like, it looks like you're in sort of a underwater research base. You've sort of, like, it's like you have time traveled. You have no clue where you are. You look down at your hands, and you're still human, which is good. But you have no clue where you are. Like, there's stuff all around you, everything's broken, and strangest of all, there's, like, this black gel stuff everywhere that seems to be coming out of the walls and infecting certain walls and machines and stuff like that. So it's all really strange looking, and you just really have no clue what's going on. So you get up, and as the game goes on, you realize that the brain scan that you did, it copied so much of your brain that that scan is now able to be transferred to robots, so that robots think that they're you, and your consciousness just flits from robot brain to machine to place to place to place, and you just don't even know what you are anymore. So there's a point in the game where you get knocked out by something, and you wake up, you look down at your hands, and they're all black and metallic. Now that's just like where the whole philosophical zombie crap kicks in, because you just have no clue what you are anymore. Just, am I still human? I still talk like I'm human, I still think I'm human, and I'll probably put up some pictures of what you look like as you get farther in the game in this video, but it's just all really cool. Like, it's not a cheap jump scare, it's not like a cheap jump scare surprise horror game. It's a make you question your existence game. So that's what I really loved about the game. So essentially what happens is you keep moving from thing to thing to thing, and you keep finding more and more evidence that it's taking away from your humanity and such. So it gets really weird towards the end, because you are, like, by the end, you know, you are literally just a mass of, like, that black gel inside a suit, and that's literally all you are. So I'll probably put up some pictures in this game. I'm struggling to find something else about the game to talk about, but I will probably find something. And Finn just totally misses his stuff right there. We're level 9 now. Got our Aftershock, Heavy Prism, and such. Gonna take the kill right there on the box. Miss Arden with the Prime Directive, which sinks, but oh well. So we're just gonna be going back to farming now. So, like, there's also, like, a huge amount of ethical dilemmas in this game. Like, there's one thing you have to do where, like, there's a robot, and you walk up to it, and this robot is, like, trapped under a bunch of stuff. So you walk up to it, and it starts talking to you like it's a real, actual human. Like, it's like, hey, are you blind? Look, it's me, Carl. We used to work together, and it's really strange. So, and you basically have to make... Sorry, everyone, I had to cut the commentary right there because my mom called me. So, probably an important call to pick up. But as I was saying, you have to make so many, like, ethical decisions in this game. Like, you have to, there's, like, a thing that you have to plug into a certain place to, like, get power up on somewhere. So, but the thing is that power plug that you need to plug in somewhere else is plugged into a robot. And you unplug it, and the robot just starts talking with a human voice, and it's like, no, please, I need that, stop, what are you doing, you're going to kill me. And the robot just dies, and you're left wondering, what was that? Is that human? Did I just actually kill somebody, or did I just unplug a robot? And just, it gets deeper and deeper as you go farther into the game, and eventually you find another human. And she's, like, literally on life support, and she's begging you to kill her, essentially, because she's been on life support for who knows how long. And that's just it's a whole other thing when there's an actual human there, it's not a robot. So I'll probably, like, put in some pictures from the game as I am talking, well, like, over my talking in this video. So we're gonna find Vox again here, and Glaive is gonna pick up the kill on him, and that is how it's gonna go. So Art is there, gonna chunk him out with my core charge. That's just what Alpha's really good at, just spamming core charge and getting tons of, like, really high damage down in a really low amount of time. So we are going to get the gauntlet thrown on us here, and I am going to chunk Blackfeather with my Prime Directive. It does so much damage when you have the full core charge stacks. So we are going to now be backing away, but we're not going to be backing away, because I'm just going to go straight back in on Blackfeather and die. So that's how it's going to go there. I am dead now, and so yeah, we are dead, and we're going to be respawning pretty soon, I guess. And yeah, I just searched the game on the internet, and I got a store instead. So let's see here. Let's look at the plot here. Okay, never mind. Let's not talk like straight off of Wikipedia. But essentially, you have like this companion person named Catherine in the game, and she's speaking to you over a radio, and she sounds perfectly human, of course, but later in the game you realize that she's not, and she's basically just flitting from machine to machine because her brain is stored in like the research-based storage system, or her scan, of course, is stored in the storage system of the base. So basically your guy flips out and she's like, is there anything here that's not a robot? And I get the kill on Blackfeather right there. Now we're going to be going on Arden and Vox too, but we are going to kill Arden. Missed the Prime Directive on Vox, but Glaive is, well, actually never mind, we're both going to survive. But essentially your guy starts flipping out, and he just thinks that everything's a robot. He's the only human thing left, and he looks down and he's not human anymore either. So basically, wait, no. So think of this. Think of the Matrix. Like everyone's plugged into it. Everything is plugged into it. You don't know that you're in it, of course, until you take the red pill. But never mind. You guys probably haven't seen the Matrix. But everyone's plugged into it. Nobody knows that they're plugged into it. So who are you to judge and think that you are the one that are unplugged? Like, like, say you think that there's a person over there that's a philosophical zombie. They have no sentience. They're just a clone. Who are you to judge that you're not the zombie, and you're not just a clone, and you just think that everyone else is, just to protect yourself from knowing that you are one? So, it's kind of like Schrodinger's cat. If you guys have ever heard of that, I might have talked about it in an older video, but essentially there's a quantum physicist in Germany, I think, named Schrodinger, and he wants to prove a point. He wants to prove his many worlds theory of quantum physics, and I'm gonna die right here. We're gonna get aced, but he wants to prove his many worlds theory of quantum physics. So how he's gonna do that is he takes a cat, puts it in a box with a device that after a set amount of time will detonate and release toxic chemicals into the box, killing the cat. So basically he postulated that when you close the lid of the box, the cat is logically dead and alive at the same time. So think of it this way. When you close the lid of that box, like hundreds and thousands of pathways are splitting off from what just happened. There's one where the cat's alive, there's one where the cat's dead, there's one where the cat jumps out of the box and doesn't die. So just kind of think of it that way, except think of Schrodinger's human. That's how I kind of think of it. You're alive and you're dead at the same time because, because you could be a philosophical zombie, and that means that you're not technically alive. But you also think that you're alive, and that's sort of the, like, way that you are. So, if being alive and being, like, technically just being there, like, consciousness, sentience, if that's all a matter of perception, you can actually be alive and dead at the same time. So, I'm probably going off on a tangent here. So let me just get back to the gameplay. We're getting destroyed. They took the Kraken. Vox goes AFK for a split second, saves the game, and I'm just gonna eat him up with core charge. So going to be just going on the Kraken here and doing a ton of damage. Glaive is going to respawn here and rocket into the Kraken, taking the kill. 500 gold for us. I am moving towards that alternating current. Not as fast as I would have liked to, but I needed that Aegis for Vox. Blackfeather wasn't really doing much to me because if he's about to execute me, I can basically just kill myself, and you guys all know how that goes with Alpha. So Glaive thinks he can steal my farm here, and he does, but... So back to what I was saying, since there's no fight going on right now. So think of it as you're dead and you're alive at the same time. Now that's probably hard to comprehend, but think of it like... I'm trying to think of a way to explain this perfectly to you guys, but I'm not a quantum physicist, so... So think of... Actually, there's a fight here. So let's just commentate this fight. So they get pulled in. I'm going to core charge on Vox, miss my prime directive on Vox, but he gets stunned up, and I am going to be taking him down with core charge. Glaive is running away. Black Feather gets taken down, or Glaive gets taken out by Resonance Bounce. Finn is going to go down. Now it's just me versus Black Feather and Arden. I activate my ultimate, and I don't hit anybody with it. So I'm just rebooting, and I'm not gonna die. So Black Feather's gonna go down, broken mid stacks, and Arden is the only one left. And I'm going to die because I walked onto a scout trap. So I go down there. My team is really mad, but hey, I 1v2'd and basically saved the game for us right there. So Glaive up in 7 seconds, Finn up in 9, 31 on me. So back to what I was saying before. Essentially, like, since we know the fact that, I mean, you can think you're alive, but how are you to actually know? Who are you to judge everyone else around you as a philosophical zombie, someone without sentience, just a clone, when you yourself could actually be that? I mean, that's just what I think, and that's what the guy whose video I watched was postulating. This is probably all really confusing to you guys, and I'm probably, like, butchering the science and stuff, but, oh well, I just wanted to be creative and express myself and make a video on this subject because it really, really interests me. So, okay, 19th minute, I'm 12-4, and we are going to be going into the middle of the battle now. This is going to be a good fight. Vox is in the front for some reason. I hit him so hard with core charge, and he is going to go down to Glaive. Now, I'm going after Black Feather, and I know he's probably going to execute me. So I just activate my ultimate. He executes me right as I do. It breaks my barrier. I kill myself. And Glaive is down there chasing after Arden. Miss Black Feather with Prime Directive. That was just kind of like a Hail Mary over the wall. And Arden gauntlets over our wall. So let's see here. We're going to be taking the Kraken. Glaive and Arden are just screwing around over there. Arden thinks he can take a Rain Crystal. Glaive's just like, no, no way. We still don't know where Black Feather is. So I'm telling him to just go there. Glaive, just stay there because Black Feather could be over there. And we're going to take the Kraken here, and let's see. I'm not going to infuse it on enough, but I was correct. Black Feather is over there. So I am going to be sprinting over here as fast as I possibly can, catching him with core charge before he can recall, and he is going to be doing a ton of damage to me, so I'm basically just going to kill myself because my team is coming. And it's not going to hit him, but Glaive is going to take the kill, so I didn't die, that's all that matters, and we are going to be going onto their turrets here with the Kraken. So, you know what, I probably just, like, totally butchered that whole commentary about, like, physics and theoretical zombie, or philosophical zombies, and theoretical existence, and being, and sentience, conscience, everything like that. But essentially, just take this away. Who are you to think that you actually exist? We could all be in the Matrix. I have no way to tell. No one has any way to tell. If you think you have a way to tell, you're probably lying. So, we're going to be going on to the Kraken here, or the turrets, the Vein Crystal. That's going to be it for the video today, guys. We're going to take it down here. Hopefully you all enjoyed, learned something useful. If you did, like, favorite, subscribe, etc. I will see you guys in the next video. Goodbye.